If you saw this bike parked on the street, you probably wouldn't think much of it. It doesn't have crazy wings, it doesn't have a sharp, futuristic design, and it doesn't scream for attention the way modern superbikes do. At first glance, it just looks like another fast bike, something powerful but not necessarily extreme. And that's exactly why most people underestimate it. Because the truth is, this bike is anything but normal. The moment you ride it, everything changes. What looks calm on the outside turns into something completely different the second you touch the throttle. But what if I told you this normal-looking bike is actually one of the most dangerous machines on the road? Hey, welcome back to Rev Rider. This is where we break down machines that look simple, but are anything but. This is the Suzuki Hayabusa, a machine that has built its reputation not by looking aggressive, but by delivering performance that feels almost unreal once you experience it. For someone who isn't deeply into bikes, the Hayabusa might even look a bit bulky or oversized. It doesn't have that sharp, race-inspired styling that instantly tells you it's dangerous. But that design isn't random. Every curve, every shape, every detail has a purpose. And that purpose is speed. Not just quick acceleration, but high-speed stability that very few bikes in the world can match. The moment you sit on it, it doesn't feel intimidating. In fact, it feels surprisingly comfortable. The riding position is relaxed compared to aggressive sport bikes, and that gives you a false sense of control. It feels like something you could ride every day without any problem, and that's where the real danger begins. Because once you start riding, the bike doesn't immediately overwhelm you. The power delivery is smooth, almost calm in the beginning. It builds gradually, pulling you forward in a way that feels controlled, but then it keeps building, and it doesn't stop. Before you even realize it, you're going faster than you expected. And it doesn't feel like it. That's what makes this bike different. It doesn't hit you with sudden aggression. It pulls you in slowly, and by the time you understand what's happening, you're already deep into speeds that don't feel normal anymore. This kind of performance is why the Hayabusa has earned so much respect, especially in the United States, where riders value both power and real-world usability. When you take it out on an open road and push it harder, that's when its true personality comes out. The acceleration becomes relentless. It doesn't feel explosive in a violent way, but it feels powerful and continuous, like it always has more to give. Most bikes reach a point where they start to lose momentum, where the power begins to fade. This one doesn't. It keeps going, and that's where things start to feel unreal. The reason behind this lies in how the bike is engineered. Everything about it is built for stability at high speeds. The aerodynamics are designed to keep it planted, and the engine is tuned to deliver power in a way that feels smooth but incredibly strong. Even at speeds where other bikes might feel unstable, this one feels controlled, and that control can be misleading. Because when something feels easy, you naturally push it further. And with this bike, pushing further can take you into a level of speed that demands serious respect. That's why it's not a beginner-friendly machine. It doesn't look dangerous, but it absolutely is if you don't understand what it's capable of. What makes the Hayabusa special is that it hides its true nature. Modern superbikes look aggressive and feel fast instantly. This bike does the opposite. It looks calm, and it reveals its power only when you ask for it. That contrast is what makes it so addictive and so respected among riders. Even after all these years, and even with newer bikes constantly entering the market, the Hayabusa continues to hold its place. It remains one of the most recognized and talked about motorcycles, not because it follows trends, but because it delivers a unique experience that very few machines can replicate. Imagine cruising at a normal speed, everything feeling relaxed and under control, and then deciding to push just a little harder. The bike responds instantly, transforming from calm to aggressive in a way that feels almost shocking. That moment is when you realize that this isn't just another motorcycle, it's something far more serious. And that's why this bike perfectly fits the idea that started this video. From the outside, it looks normal. But once you ride it, you understand why it has such a legendary reputation. Because what it hides beneath that simple appearance is something powerful enough to completely change your expectations. This isn't just about speed. It's about hidden performance, controlled power, and an experience that reveals itself only when you're ready for it. And once you feel that, there's no going back. Bye, we meet again in the next video.